Good afternoon, All Saints. That was terrible. Good afternoon, All Saints. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome. Welcome to the celebration of ministry for Pastor Kristin Rice. This afternoon, and we welcome those of you that are watching online as well. Welcome. And without further ado, just a brief word here that we are going to be doing many different presentations, all in celebration of Pastor Kristin's time here at All Saints. And so we will have various people coming up. And so when you are called up, please come up. So, a couple of announcements. First of all, you heard it during the two services that this is not Pastor Kristin's last day with us. That was yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. She will actually be here 2 more Sundays, and you will get to hear her preach both Sundays. So without further ado, let's start. The first person I'd like to call up is Bill Dunlop, who is representing our youth and our Sunday school program.
All right. On behalf of the Sunday school team and our youth, I want to say thank you. You will be missed. So we have an album that has personalized letters as well as some photos of the time that you spent. And our youth and our Sunday school staff love you all very, very much.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This might actually. The next presenter I'd like to call up is Meredith Jenkins, who is representing MOMCO, which is the new name for MOPS International.
Yes, this month it is now MOMCO. So this church is so supportive of our MOPS and now MOMCO group. Thank you. I like to take any chance to thank you. MOMCO is a group that I could talk to you about for an hour and still feel like I had not fully Pastor Kristin and all that she is to me as a friend and to our MOPS group. Our MOPS group is a place for people, a group of people, moms, who are held up on an impossibly high pedestal and yet taken for granted in our society, and it's a safe place for moms to come. Pastor Kristin came to All Saints through the MOPS group here. When her boys were very small, she came looking for support and connection, and then joined the pastoral staff. And in the most wonderful twist has been the pastor overseeing the MOPS ministry for the past few years. Kristin, God sent you to us, and both, as a mom in the trenches with us. He allowed us to sit with you in your mothering, to share with you, and even more blessedly, to hear your words of wisdom and of camaraderie and of compassion for ourselves and for others. He sent you to me at a time when I was taking over as coordinator of the group, and I needed your compassionate and understanding heart, your listening ears, your wise counsel, and your humor that pops out at the most wonderful and often unexpected times. So thank you for being part of the kaleidoscope of ASLC MOPS. Your impact on us cannot be erased or dimmed by mere geographical distance. I'm sad for us to have to say goodbye to seeing you every week, but I'm so excited for the community and the friends-to-be who are waiting for you in your new community. We do have a gift for you. It's arriving in the mail tomorrow, and so we'll give it to you at Mom's Night Out this week. Thank you, Kristin.
One of the blessings that we have here at All Saints is that we are a Stephen Ministry congregation. So representing Stephen Ministry, I'd like to call up now Tammy Folensby.
I am here this afternoon to share a few words on behalf of our Stephen ministers. As we gather today to bid Pastor Kristin farewell, our hearts are heavy with gratitude for the time we have spent under your guidance. Your unwavering faith, compassion, and dedication have touched each of us in ways that words cannot express. As Stephen ministers, we have been blessed to witness the depth of your commitment to serving others, your wisdom during times of uncertainty, and your gentle spirit that has guided us in our ministry. Your leadership has illuminated the path towards love, understanding, and healing. Your involvement with training new Stephen ministers, your facilitation of continuing education, and your dedication to sharing your wisdom, discernment, and diplomacy have left a lasting mark on each of us. I want to share a few words with you from Diane Lynch. She says, "For me personally, I have appreciated Pastor Kristin being available to listen and help me with discerning the matching of our care receivers with our Stephen ministers. Pastor Kristin has also been keenly aware of identifying both potential care receivers and potential Stephen ministers. Pastor Kristin, because of your words of encouragement, your listening ear, and your unwavering support, you have shown us the true meaning of compassion and empathy. Your presence among us has been a blessing beyond measure, and we will carry the lessons you have taught us in our hearts forever. As you embark on this new chapter in your journey, know that you leave behind a legacy of love and kindness that will continue to inspire us in your absence. Though we will miss your guidance and wisdom, we take comfort in the knowledge that your Spirit will always be with us, guiding us along a path of service and faith." I have these words from Scott Hagan, and they sum up how many of us are feeling today. He states, "I pretty much speak for everyone when I say we don't want to see our dear friend go, but let our prayers and blessings strengthen you and your family as you start a new chapter." We have a gift for you from Stephen Ministers. Diane?
Thinking behind this. Kristin, you have shared with us as a group one of your favorite authors through some of the devotions. Also, continuing ed, many book studies we've done together. So in that vein, we have two special books for you from two of your favorite authors. Hopefully.
Brene Brown. And The Lives We Actually Have, 100 Blessings for Imperfect Days by Kate Bowler and Jessica Ritchie.
Pastor Kristin, on behalf of Stephen Ministers, may your road ahead be filled with joy, peace, and blessings. We'll miss you.
And now I invite up Cece Tomasi, who is representing our angel jewelry making group.
As you can see, I have nothing in my hands. That was not planned. My nephew from Texas flew in and moved us, and he took all the stuff to our new apartment, and I can't find a thing. So, Pastor Kristin, we have made something for you on behalf of the Angel Tree Group. And I want to thank all of you who participated, and especially our men. You were absolutely creative, and I look forward to continuing this in the fall. We will be staying with you. But Pastor, I think you've heard all of the sentiments, and we're just going to say ditto, okay? Because I like the idea of KISS, keep it short, stupid. So, with heartfelt thanks and God's greatest blessings, we wish you well.
And now, Alan Johnson and Scott Hagan will be coming up to represent our men's breakfast group.
Well, Cece, they may have lost some of your possessions in the move, but that's a very small price to pay, for we have all been praying for you and Tom that you find a place to live here and make this your permanent home. And you had until April 30th, right? Talk about down to the wire. But congratulations on that wonderful find, and we will still have our busboy, Tom, with us today. Pastor Kristin, we were going to get you, the ideal present we were going to get you, it didn't make it in time, and I'm not sure it is. The Lamborghini is on a boat somewhere between Italy and here. So I'm going to introduce Scott and let him do the first part of the presentation, and then I have what we call the Bill Belton Award that I'll present. But I thought I'd let Scott go first, and then if there's any time left, well, I'll have time. First of all, Brisket Boy did a fantastic job. Lots of help, but it was his inspiration and his idea, and it was a tremendous success. If I ever never see another piece of garlic bread in my life, I'll be happier for that. So, Scott, it's yours.
Well, having the privilege of having 2 kids born in Texas, I just had to do a Texas theme to get you ready for what to experience when you get there. I know in your heart you'll always remember All Saints, you'll always remember all these groups, but we have a little gift here that every time you look at it, you'll think of us.
Oh, it's got the All Saints logo on it and Pastor Kristin.
I'll tell you a little bit about this Bill Belton Award. It's something that Men's Breakfast came up with many, many years ago to honor achievements and contributions for folks over time. We started doing this about 20 or 25 years ago. This is the 10th one we're putting out, so it means a lot to the guys. Oh, I thought I was going to make it. It means a lot to the guys to present this to you. Men's Breakfast and Bible Study started out about 35 years ago with Bill Belton. Some of you remember Bill. He had this vision of bringing some evangelism and Bible study to men in the morning. And his theme was food, fun, and fellowship, just like we had today. And his gift was hospitality, and that's why this is going to you. Pastor Kristin helped us with Bible studies several times when she first came here. She didn't realize that rite of passage for a new pastor is to attend men's breakfast and survive, but she did. And we always have the pastors do a Bible study for us, and but this was a little more effort on Pastor Kristin's part, and she was there with her two sons with her. Can you imagine the challenges of waking up two toddlers in the morning and getting them here at 7 o'clock to listen to a bunch of old men talk? It was a marvelous job she did that. Jay Rhodes kind of adopted Bo, and he was his coloring book buddy for a long time. So she supported our mission, our ministry, and some programs that we had put out, and helped us develop some of the recent programs. So this is a Bill Belton Award of Excellence presented to Kristin Rice in recognition of your support for All Saints Men's Breakfast and Bible Study, for your dynamic and inspirational gospel messages, and for your new ideas and innovations that have united our congregation.
And now I'd like to call up Scott Hagan, who just walked down, and Pat Hagan.
Surprise to me. Pastor Kristin, as everyone has said, you will be truly missed. You're moving to a state that we left, and we found All Saints as a home. I pray that you find a new home in Texarkana. But for your trip, we wanted to give you a little something as a pre-welcome to Texas.
Also, if Harlow and Bolson can come up too, we have a little gift for them so they can remember their time here at All Saints. Part of your gift you can use to teach the family about what it means to be Texan.
How to be a Texan, a manual. Ah, yes, it's a belt with a huge Texas belt buckle.
And at this time, I would like to invite up all current All Saints staff members and any previous All Saints staff members. Please come up forward. All right. As Martin Luther said, nailed it. Now, at this time, we have some gifts from the congregation. So I'd like to call up all those that are presenting congregational gifts up to the altar, please. Terry Ryman, Tammy Folensby, Courtney Kruger, Olivia Chaparro, Pastor Dan Hager, Sherry Clark, and Tim Gaffney. And Pastor Kristin, we have a seat for you.
As most of you know, we have a tradition here at All Saints Lutheran Church where we give out a special quilt to members who are leaving us, who may be finding challenges in their lives. This one was specially made by Terry Reinman. She put a lot of hard work into this. So when you see this quilt at your new place, I hope you think of All Saints. And then on the back, there's a special scenery, and every time you look at it, we hope you think of Arizona. So let me read the panel for you. Oh. Pastor Kristin Rice, All Saints Lutheran Church, 2018 to 2024. We cherish you here, and now you must go. You will be missed. We want you to know. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord's face shine on you with grace and mercy. The Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace.
Set that there for a minute before I let you see it. But as many of you may know, the beautiful calligraphy artwork that we have in the narthex was done by Timothy Botts, and I happen to know that it's a favorite of Pastor Kristin's. She enjoys it. So as part of our congregational gift, we took one of your favorite Bible verses and got one of his artworks around Proverbs 3 and put it together for you. The mic. So it's Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will direct your paths. Next. Hi. So I was asked to do a scrapbook for Pastor Kristin and also the PowerPoint for you as well. All the pictures that were actually in the PowerPoint are in here for you as well. Scoured most of Facebook and Instagram, pull out whatever I could possibly find for you. So there's also notes from the congregation as well for you. To remind you of what your impact was here, and just so that way you remember all the fond memories that you have left behind here, and that we just wish you well, and that your future in Texarkana is going to be amazing.
Pastor Kristin, when you began here, you received a gift of a beautiful cross that you've worn many times to remember the love of the congregation. And somebody else, who I'll remain unnameless, but often is thinking ahead and well organized in our congregation, name rhymes with Smortney. Thought that we should complete this. So this is another gift that when you worship, you will remember just the loving appreciation for everything you have done for this church. So. I have no idea. There we go. And we also have the certificate, just so you can remember on your wall during the weekdays as well. So.
So Pastor Kristin, as you turn the page on this next chapter in your life, we want to thank you for reaching out to all generations. Through mops to scouts, to pulpit, to council, to our last moments. You've been our mentor, our strength, and our friend. You've been busy, right? And although distance, there's no real distance that's going to keep you from your closeness with this church family, the congregation has chipped in and put together a little something to help ease the pain as you are transitioning to the bright lights of Texarkana.
Scott Hagan has one more thing for you.
When you first started, you introduced culinary to MOPS, and it became an awesome partnership. They helped us out many times with our Nutcracker Sweets. We helped them with bake sales, and now MOPCO, I'm hoping we can continue that relationship. On behalf of culinary, we figured you're going to be having a hectic time in the beginning, getting situated in Texarkana, and we figured, well, maybe we could pack a bunch of food for you.
You can sit down a second. Yeah. You do? Come on up. So we'll hear from Nancy O'Connor for Joy Circle.
Pastor Kristin, on behalf of Joy Circle, you have brought more joy to our church than I can even begin well, you can see today the joy in everybody. Kristin and I go back before she was Pastor Kristin. I remember so clearly the day that she walked into the nursery with 2 little boys, and she became known to us in the nursery for MOPS as Bosun and Harlow's mom. She was Bo's mom. She was Harlow's mom. And that's how I knew her for a couple of years. Until one night at choir, Jerry announced that we had found our new pastor, and her name was Kristin Rice. Went right over my head. And I turned around and looked at Dennis Haugen, and we went, oh, that's Bo's mom. And we knew her through being a mommy, and what a mommy she was. And she has now been for about 4 years the Joy Circle facilitator, leader, mentor. She is just everything to us, and we've grown to be more than 25 or more women, and most of us are grandmas, and it has just been delightful, Pastor Kristin, to have your leadership and leading us through the Bible. We've studied the women of the Bible mostly, and it's just been wonderful. So with that in mind, we thought, what can we do for Kristin? And we have come up with something that's very Martha-y. Decided she might need to know this ahead of time.
Dear Pastor Kristin, our gift to you is a complete move-out house cleaning performed by a professional service.
Goodbye to her 2 boys. We will miss them. We've watched them grow from bouncing them on our knees and hugging them at our knees to now shaking hands. So I'd like Bosun and Harlow to come forward. Okay. Bosun's. Oh, let's put her. No, that's this is Harlow. You're the sports guy. There you go. It's very tight. Both boys, like their mom,
So, Pastor Kristin, she's technically my boss. And I just want to say thank you. On behalf of the children's ministry, the youth ministry, intergenerational ministry, everything that we've been involved with together, the time that you've been here and the time that I've been on the staff as well. You've been a tremendous partner. You've been a tremendous inspiration. You were always willing to, when I came up with some ridiculous, crazy idea, we always said, let's do it. Let's do it. Because there's no good reason not to. That's right. So thank you for that. I'd like to actually invite Pastor Kristin up here if she'd like to share a few words with the congregation.
I am pretty much at a loss for words, friends. Lucky for you. They shouldn't give the microphone to the preacher last, but I do need to just take a few moments here, and you'll get to hear more from me. I still get to talk to you a few times, but I do need to thank you so much for today. I know that there was a whole lot of work that went into putting all that together. And a lot of effort that went on behind the scenes in coordinating all of these different pieces. So I just want to express my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of myself and my family. My husband is already in Texas, but I'm hoping he's watching online, and some of my extended family is as well. But the boys and I just want to express our thanks. For your presence here today. I mean, just looking out and seeing you here is the real gift, and being able to share this time with you. And that meal was exceptional. Scott, thank you so much for putting that together. But for all of you, for your tremendous kindness and good wishes and the blessings and the prayers, this is a very bittersweet transition for us. We have lots to be thankful for here, and many, many folks that we will miss, but we are so grateful for the memories that we've been able to create. We are thankful for the family that has formed around us. I mean, I think it says something right now. I've got one kid sitting with the Nelsons, which is apropos, and I've got another kid that's not my kid, but is my kid, sitting with us. So his family tried to call him back. I said, if they don't know by now that they're all my kids, then they don't know me very well. So it has been a joy to be able to raise my family in this community, in this family. So many of you have meant so much more than we can possibly express. And we are deeply, deeply grateful for this formative time in all of our lives, which we will never forget, the gifts that you have given us. And the tangible ones are lovely and much appreciated. The intangible ones are what really counts. And those are too numerable to begin to name. So thank you. Each for the privilege of being able to share life with you, to share milestones with you, to share hard times and joyous times, for sharing your kids and your elders and the moments of your life. Thank you. It has been a true blessing, a privilege, and a joy, and I love you all.
Okay, a couple of announcements. Yes. Absolutely. Come on up.
I just wanted to say thank you for everybody for being there for my mom and everything, and for the kindness that everyone showed, and that we're gonna have a new beginning, but you're sitting in a soft on a high note. Thank you.
Thank you, Harlow. And thank you all for being here today as we celebrate the ministry of Pastor Kristin. And a couple of announcements. They could use some help cleaning up over there in Fellowship Hall. So if you're inclined to do that, we'd appreciate that. If you brought a dish today, make sure you go and pick it up and take it home. And if you've taken any pictures that you'd like to share, send them to Courtney Kruger. Thank you again for being here. And now I'd like to introduce the All Saints Sanctuary Choir. Thank you, Pastor Kristin. Go in peace. Serve the Lord.